Hello, you guys. So I already primed my skin and everything. So I did use the BB Pure Hydrating Primer. I used the oat milk toner, and this one was recommended by Emily Noel. I don't know if you guys watch her, but she's really good at doing her makeup. But anyways, I bought it because it was recommended by a dermatologist, so apparently it's pretty good, and I do like it. I do notice a difference in my skin. And then I use the Story Clarifying Facial Spray as well. And then the first thing I'll do is my eyes. So we're doing a 4th of July look. This is what I really want to do. And the first thing I'll do is prime my eyelids. Then I'll use a sponge. Let me come back and let me wet it, okay? Sorry about that, you guys. I really needed to wet my beauty blender because I forgot. And then I will blend in my concealer. And then I do notice a bit difference in my lining setup. I feel like it's better because my boyfriend buy me a little bit more of a high tech stuff. He knows more about technology than I do, so that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. And so then I'm gonna set my eyelids with the CoverGirl Clean Invincible. And then the first thing I'll do is get this from the ColourPop into Hue and get Iconic. So get this blue shade. So I'm gonna put this in my outer corner. And then I'll do this on my other eye as well. And then I'll get another brush and use this white shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills using the shade called Sales. It's like a white matte shade. I'm putting it in the center of the eyelid. And then get from the Cinderella palette, I'll be using Wistful. And then I'm gonna clean it and use this kind of like a red shade called Paradise from the ColourPop Into You. and put this in my corner. And then I will get a black shade, and then I will do a eyeliner look. And then I'll get a makeup towel and just clean like the edges of like the eyeshadow. So I'll get just like a makeup wipe and then do this, and then a little bit of Fola that came out, I will just clean it up. And then I will do foundation. So I like to mix it up a little bit. This is a tinted glowy skin filter, and so I put this like this. And then this is the Ruby Kisses Glowy Skin Filter. And then I use Wet n Wild Photo Focus. And so when I blend my foundation, I don't blend it up to this area here because that's where concealer goes. So I just focus more on the cheek area to give more coverage. Because you don't want you don't want your concealer or your foundation to be too much on the skin. Try to focus on lighter makeup as well. I really don't like the full coverage and stuff like that they use here on what I seen. I really don't like that look. I try to do less is more, and I notice a big difference on my skin. So I really do recommend you to to do something like that, especially for beginners, because makeup is really intimidating, and then you're like, oh, like I'll never do one like this. But this is the Be Pure uh, concealer, so I just use a little bit, and then I start to blend. And then I use um, this liquid blush. So I'm gonna put this on my cheeks. This is honestly one of the best blushes I think I tried from the Dollar Tree. I really do like it a lot, and it's really like I think it's really pigmented. They're really good for what they are. And I would get another shade as well, more like a mauvey shade. I would get something like that. So I start from here from the center, and then I pull back and blend upwards because you want to lift this area. And then I use powder. So I'm going to set my base with the clean. Um, let's try a different one so I can show you guys. This is a Prolux Cosmetic Matte Setting Powder. So I'll use this just on my face though, because I honestly I really I really do not like it on the eyelids because I kind of notice the pigmentation of the eyeshadows um kind of like vanishes away. So oh my god. I think that was too much. Varnish is too much, so yeah, I wouldn't recommend something like that. Let me. And then let me let me let me put this back in here. And then I'll do this OP Beauty London. As you can see, I really do like this one. So we're gonna bring back color to our cheeks. So I always say this, it's like a three. You do this and this. Then on my jawline. And then I want to bring more color to my skin, so I'm gonna use this blush that comes out with the whole Beauty London. And then I will put this here. And then I'll contour my nose as well. So I'll get the what's the name of this brush? It doesn't have a name or anything, but it's this brush. And then I start from the top and to the bottom and create like a button nose in here. And so I take this with the beauty blender and then I blend. And then I'll do my eyebrows next. So this is the LA Colors round pencil. So I just fill in my, like, whatever gaps of skin I have missing, I just fill it up. And then I don't know what to do at the bottom. I think I'll pick red. So I'm gonna use this Paradise color. And then I'm gonna get my eyelash glue. So you're supposed to, when it comes to eyelashes, you're supposed to dry them out for like at least like 35 seconds, and it's supposed to get tacky, because if you don't do that, it's gonna move around. That's what it does. And depending, I always say this because it's kind of true. You're supposed to cut them. You're just supposed to measure and then cut them. If you feel that you need to cut more, just cut more, because if you don't do that, your eyelids aren't gonna look droopy, and you really don't want that. So that's how you do it. And then I'll get the shade called Wishful from the Cinderella palette, and use this on my brow bone area, and put this on my inner corner as well. And then for lips, I felt like something a little bit more toned down. So I'm gonna use the Milani lipstick. And then I'll use mascara. I forgot to put a mascara on, so this is the by Beauty one. So if you guys want it, it's from the Dollar Tree. And honestly, it's probably one of the best ones that you can get on the market. So it's not that bad, you know. Okay, so I don't really say this because I feel like if people like it, they like it. But um, I only wanted to say, like, if you like follow, if you like tutorials and stuff like that, go ahead and follow me and subscribe to my channel. And hopefully, I see you on the next one. Bye bye.